It is Monday evening. It's September 19th, and welcome everybody to another hangout. And we're going to answer questions about detoxification, lymphatic detoxification, where we clean our body's sewer system, which basically gets rid of 99% of all what's ailing us. So it's very simple. We're talking about fruitarianism. We've been talking about dry fasting lately, which has been really interesting, and just natural healing in general. You know, we're here to help you heal. Everybody pitches in and shares their information. This is a really great group, and you know, we'd love to help you with your problems. I just want to say to everybody that is going through a healing crisis, who is on high fruit, who's doing a lot of herbs and doing some dry fasting maybe, and trying to get kidney filtration. Hang in there, keep the faith, stay in the light. Lots of things want to knock us off our path. This is not an easy path, you know. There's many temptations, especially with food, that want to take us back. There's family members, there's friends that don't understand the simplicity of this process. And it is hard to put, you know, it's hard for us that are conditioned, you know, to think that it has to be complicated. It has to be associated with guys in white coats with PhDs and doctor in front of their name and all that to really be effective. And that's just not true. We're basically putting our faith in Mother Nature, the higher forces, God, whatever you want to call it. So sometimes, you know, that level of trust is hard to get to. But, you know, I just say to everybody out there who's suffering, who is maybe not even on a detox program yet, you know, that there is remedy for you, and that there is powerful forces that are in the fruits and the herbs to help you heal. So anyways, yeah, it sometimes takes a lot of bravery to walk this path, especially in the beginning. You know, I get a lot of comments all the time. Oh, Steve Jobs, he passed away, he was doing fruit, this and that. I don't know Steve Jobs' personal story there. I know that he had tried some allopathic treatments and all that. I don't know the intricacies of that, but you know, there's things like that that can take you off. Of course, Steve Jobs is a great poster boy for the medical industry to say, see, look, he lost his life and he was doing fruit or whatever, or alternative treatments. So, you know, but they don't talk about all the people that have passed away using theirs. You know, I think it's 1 million a year that die due to complications from the pharmaceutical industry and the medical community. These hospitals are full of MRSA and all kinds of strange critters in there. So, anyways, there's a lot of things that will try to throw a curveball at you. So, anyways, hang in there, stay in the light, and there are many tens of thousands of people that have found a remedy with Dr. Morse. He talks about that extensively. He's 47 years in the business. I have found remedy. A lot of people that I know that I've worked with have found a remedy. So it is really, you know, it's something to really put your faith behind. And if you do embark on this, don't lollygag around. Don't just kind of go halfway and test the waters. You know, if you're going to do it, really dive in. Or really, it's hard to get things to happen. You know, you say, well, okay, I'll do fruit until noon, and then, you know, I'll go out to, you know, Denny's for lunch. You know, you can't do it like that. It doesn't really work. It's really, you know, it takes a commitment like that. So really learn the process. It's very simple, and there's plenty of information on my website. Dr. Morse puts out an extensive amount of videos on how to do things. There's tons of information how to do it. Keep it really simple. And yeah, you know, the number one goal is getting kidney filtration, getting those kidneys to open up. So anyways, we'll talk about that more as the night goes on, because that's one of our main focuses. Guys, let me know how the sound is, okay? Because last week we had sound problems. I was testing some new software and a new microphone, so it could have been either of those. I've been testing with the microphone. I hope the sound is good. Please let me know, okay? And let me know if the sound is okay, or if it starts to go bad. Because it was getting worse and worse as we were going through the YouTube Live last week. I don't know why. You know, it could have been the software on YouTube's side. I don't know. Yeah, so, Savoy Special. I think that's Brandon. Is that you, Brandon? Yeah, Tubes, why did Steve Jobs die? John McDougall. John McDougall is that high starch guy. Was Steve Jobs following John McDougall? I don't know. Yeah, let's talk about this tonight, you know. I know that Steve Jobs did do fruit at one point in his life, but I don't know if he used that as his way to heal, you know, or if he was just a fruitarian for a while, and then when he got the pancreatic cancer, that he went to them for help. I just don't know. I should really research that and do an in-depth on that. But yeah, well, you know, I do want to talk about one thing real quick. I just released a video, and it was Dr. Morse talking about baby formulas. And he sent Shannon out to the health food store to get two, I guess they were expensive baby formulas. And they came in a powder, and he got his glasses on, had to take a flashlight to read the small, tiny, tiny print. So that should have been your first clue as to maybe that stuff is not so good. But anyways, it had all kinds of processed soy proteins in it. You know, when you look at mother's milk, it has less than 1% protein. I think it's 0.8% protein. And very low in fats and all that. Mother's milk is it's not very high in nutrition, which tells you maybe nutrition isn't what we need. You know, mother's milk is at a time when the baby, you know, the baby's brain is growing rapidly, the body's growing rapidly, there's a lot of changes going on, yet the nutritional content as we know it is very low. And Dr. Morse points this out. And if you haven't seen that video, go to my website or on YouTube. It's really informative. You know, there's a lot of cooked oils in there, fats. You know, processed cooked. You know, lecithin oil, I think, is one of them, which he says is just a couple, you know, molecules away from plastic. So a lot of funky stuff, even in the expensive organic baby food formulas. So be careful out there. You know, babies thrive on fruit. I think it was Dr. Morse who said, I think he said, you know, babies should only be on mother's milk even for 3 to 6 months, I think is what he said. I'll have to double check that. But not these extended periods. I remember I had a friend when I was married and my daughter was growing up, that one of her friends when she was 4 or 5 was still on breast milk. And so anyways, yeah, the babies love fruit. They really truly do. They love bananas and the fruits and you know, some green drinks and you know, raw babies, high fruit raw babies really thrive. Dr. Morse has a grandson who's, I guess, is just you know, just thriving, full of energy, really smart, everything. So yeah, it really turns on the babies. So anyways, if you go to you can probably search his site or rawfigs.com. You guys should know about rawfigs.com. It's a great resource. What happens is you can type a subject in the search engine, and it will take you right to that spot in one of Dr. Morse's long videos, and he'll talk about that. So if you're interested in baby formulas, what to feed your babies according to Dr. Morse, when to stop breastfeeding, all that, go to rawfigs.com. And anything else you guys are interested in researching, it's really a great resource. Okay. Okay. So let's jump into this here. Josh writes in, Dr. Morse said sweet potato or steamed squash may be okay in the cold winter while detoxing. What about running veggies through a Vitamix for 5 minutes to make a hot soup? Will this destroy all the enzymes? Well, from what I hear, the enzymes are destroyed after 118 degrees. So there's even a raw food restaurant called 118. So after 118, get a thermometer. Then you start killing the enzymes. So yeah, you know, I enjoy a baked sweet potato too, or a sweet potato soup, things like that. You know, when it's really cold out and you just kind of want to feel like you're having some kind of bulk, or maybe grounding yourself and all that. Yeah, during the warmer months like right now, I'm not really craving anything like that. But you know, I don't think it's too bad. You know, if you're really, really sick though, and you're trying to hit a really deep detox, no, you don't want to do that. But you know, if you're not, if you're doing maintenance detox, or you're just kind of taking a slower path, I'm sure that's fine. Sweet potatoes are anti-inflammatory, whereas the white potatoes are inflammatory. They're nightshades. Okay, so just so you guys know, even though I love white potatoes, but I don't. Yeah, I try to avoid them as much as possible. They would become my cheat food basically. So yeah, so I don't see a problem. So 118 is sort of the limit there. Okay. Yeah. So okay. So now we're back to Brandon's question. Yeah. Why did Steve Jobs die? John McDougall. Yeah. John McDougall is exactly the opposite of me. Exactly the opposite of the Dr. Morse philosophy. He believes that high carbohydrates in the form of pastas and breads and all that kind of stuff is good for you. And I just don't get it. I mean, I don't know if he's locked into a paradigm that he is stuck with because it's making him money. I can't see any logic in that at all. I've seen these complex carbohydrates just do a lot of damage. Grains are inflammatory. They're mucus forming. They're acidic. They're just not good. I talk about extensively the Harvard study where it shows you the glycemic index and the glycemic load of different foods, and they try to do it by portion, as best they could. So anyways, an apple had a glycemic load. Now that's how much your blood sugar is raised by eating a certain food. The glycemic index, which is more popular, is how quickly the blood sugar is raised. So the glycemic load of an apple or an orange was 4. Okay, a bowl of white rice was 44. White cooked rice was really high. It's a complex carbohydrate, it's a starch. Okay, so that's going to really spike your adrenal glands. And really wreak havoc on you. It makes you fat. It just spikes you too much. Okay, it's acidic, it's inflammatory, like I talked about. It's mucus forming. So, and the pastas were really high. Of course, the breads were really high. The donuts, the pastries, the oatmeal was super high. Everybody, equates oatmeal with being this really healthy thing. No, it's kind of a glue. It's kind of a very sticky, gluey thing. People when they're out there working, outdoors in the cold and all that, they crave stuff like that because it has so much fuel to it if they can burn it off. But for me, there's better ways to get that carbohydrate fuel in the form. Look, if you guys want to have a lot of calories and you're working out, whatever, make some smoothies. Throw figs in there, throw dates in there, throw bananas in there. Grapes, berries, all that stuff. You're going to get a lot of calories, you're going to get a lot of energy, and it's not going to make you puff up. It's not going to cause mucus. It's not going to slow down your lymph system. It's not going to make, it's not acidic. It's not acid forming to the body. So it's actually going to be flushing you as it energizes you, and the fruit is really great for turning on the nerves. Your brain's going to fire right. You're going to have energy. Your thoughts are going to be quicker and purer and all that. So yeah, oatmeal or a nice smoothie. And if you say, well, it's cold, I don't feel like a smoothie, well, have some warm tea. Make a ginger tea. Put a little pinch of cayenne in there. You'll warm up like crazy, okay? You warm up a lot more than having the oatmeal. You eat that oatmeal, it may feel good, but your body's going to have to digest all that. It's going to spike you and then drop you. So ultimately, you're going to get more energy, a cleaner burn out of the smoothie with a little bit of, how about some ginger tea? Grate some fresh ginger and some hot water. You got a tea. It's really simple. Okay. Yeah, let's get down to the Steve Jobs mystery. What are they saying he died from? I know they're blaming the fruit. And I guess Ashton Kutcher was playing Steve Jobs and he went on a high fruit diet and then had to come off of it and got pancreatitis or something like that. Very coincidental that he got pancreatitis from going on that. So it just tells me that he was toxic. He got a healing crisis. He tried to, maybe he went on high fruit real quick and he was, a little bit more toxic than he thought he was, and it might have kicked up something on him. I just don't know his case either. But anyways, this has been demonizing us fruit lovers. So I'm going to do a report on this. Yeah, I'm tired of this propaganda. We got to see what I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'll do a video on this, you guys. Okay, Greens, unfortunately you keep cutting out every 2 to 3 seconds. Any idea why? Oh, darn. Darn. Is anyone else seeing that? Wait, someone else just said it sounds awesome. Oh, I hear static also. Okay, let me try something, you guys. Give me some quick feedback on this, okay? Give me some feedback. I'm going to try something else. Okay, testing 1, 2. Is that better, you guys? Is this better? Please let me know if this is better, you guys. I just changed something. Okay, anybody out there? It's worse now. Okay, oops, okay. I hear a little static, but otherwise understandable. Okay, Sandy says no. Has it improved at all, you guys? Let me see something. There's so many pieces of software involved in doing this, you guys, that it's hard to trace what echoey and static. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. Please, I apologize. I'm trying to... Okay, guys, let me know now. Echo, little static, not worth mentioning. Okay, so everybody's getting a different, kind of a different read on this. Is it from moving your laptop? Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so it's good now. So maybe we stabilized. Good to go. Okay, great. Okay, so your sound has a lot of static. Okay, everybody's getting a different read on this. Okay. Hang on. I'm getting a lot of volume, it looks like here. So hang on one second. I'm going to try one more thing. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Okay, how is that? Is that good? No more static, much better. Okay, all right, good. Oh, maybe I fixed it. Okay, all right, good. I'm not going to touch anything else. I'm just gonna go with this. Okay, good enough. Let's go. Okay, so let me catch back up. Where were we? We were getting on the Steve Jobs bandwagon here. Okay, good. All right, so let me catch up to you guys. I really apologize. I'm glad that I just did a little tweak in the software, so I'm kind of a one-man band here. So, anyways, we got lots of questions. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so the sweet potato, Steve Jobs. Okay, I have a painful something going on with my lungs besides bronchoasthma. I believe there's a circulating cyst. A floating cyst in there. Wow. Moving around, what can I do to dissolve it? Okay, so, all right, so cysts are caused from, the body's trying to encapsulate acids. You have acidic lymphatic, it's a lymphatic issue. You probably already know that, okay? And this is Miss Vixen J. So it's a lymphatic issue. You have to move lymph, okay? So you would think, okay, so I just have to take some lung herbs and this is all going to be taken care of. Well, it's not that easy. You have to move lymph all through the body. So you've got to, number one, get the door open, which is the kidneys. The kidneys are where the toxicity and the acids in the lymph, the dirty, toxic, acidic lymph leaves the body. So you have to be making sure that those kidneys are filtering. Most of us are not filtering. There's 100,000 people right now waiting for a kidney transplant. And I think 1 in 8 people have chronic kidney disease. And our kidneys are blocked up from eating these terrible diets, this standard American diet, this Western diet, just actually the civilized diet, you want to call it, because it's everywhere all through the world. The more civilized, quote-unquote, civilized countries get, the more that they go to these horrible diets of processed foods. Anyways, cooking makes food acidic, mucus-forming, acid-forming, this and that. So anyways, you want to get on a raw, living food diet, mostly fruit, get those kidneys open with some herbs. I won't go into it, but there's a lot of tricks we can do. Bitsy wants to say hi. Okay, all right. So a lot of tricks we can do to get the kidney door open. Then you want to move lymph, okay? That's done through high fruit, and that's done through herbs, okay? So moving lymph, it's also done manually. There's things you can do manually, like rebounding, dry skin brushing, things like that. So move lymph. You want to clean the GI tract so everything drains, okay? Most of our GI tracts are really full of acids and toxins that are really blocked up. All right? And then you want to perk up the endocrine glands, especially the adrenals. The adrenals sit on top of the kidneys. They control them. They also make antacid steroids to counter acids in the body. They help. Good, strong adrenals are essential for detoxification. Okay? Then you can come in and go specifically towards those. Oh, you also want to do, for about a month, you want to clean the liver. The liver helps greatly in detoxification by making chemicals that bind to toxins and things like that. All right. So then you can do some of these things like 3-lung tea from Dr. Morse is really good. That'll help loosen up some of the congestion, some of the phlegm, some of the mucus in the lungs and help remove obstructions. Okay? So it's all around detox, plus you can get specific in that area with some lung things. I don't know if you're coughing a lot. You might want to try an antispasmodic formula that Dr. Morse has. The herbs are much better than these chemicals, in my view. They don't have the side effects, and they're very powerful. Okay? So detox will dissolve it. They'll eventually go. All right? So Savoy Special, hi Josh, only if the temperature raises above 104 to 106. All right, so I think you're referring to the enzyme. So Brandon's putting it at 104 to 106. All right, so he thinks anything over 104 or 106 will start killing enzymes. So anyway, so yeah, you don't want to heat it too much. Yeah, some say 118, some say lower. But you know, a nice warm soup, you know, that's still on the raw side sounds good. Okay, Max is on. All right, Max. Max is a dry faster. Absolutely. Welcome, Max. The sound is fine. ATM. Let me just check down here and see if everybody's good. Okay, yeah. Everybody sounds like this. I think we fixed our sound issue. Okay. All right. So. Oh, Tom! It's Tom Contreras. I'm sorry, Tom. Hey, welcome. All right, Tom is a dry faster. He's got some great mileage on his dry fast. Wonderful having you here, Tom. Max, you're looking good. Must be the dry fasting. Hey, Mark, laughing out loud. Thank you, man. Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, you know, Max, I think it was you that talked me into the 36. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I said I'm going for a 24, and you said, hey, man, if you can do 24, you can do 36, and I did. And man, I got solid filtration off of that. That was amazing. The dry fasting is really opening up kidneys, you guys. Go to the Master Fast board over there on Facebook. Wonderful stuff. Tom, MJG, watch the video. John McDougall speaks of all of what you are asking. Okay, so is John McDougall, is he putting down the fruit or what? I know that he does recommend some fruit, a kind of part of his thing as a high carbohydrate thing. So, yeah, okay, I'll check him out. Sherry, I've been doing this 9 days. My daughter is interested, but she works with a stressful job. She wonders how she can do this and have enough strength for working. Okay, so, you know, when you go high fruit, you're still eating. You're getting tons of energy, you know, and it actually is, you know, once you switch around, you know, the thing is with stress is, food can be almost like, well, I know that wheat is a neurotoxin. Watch, you know, when I used to eat, we used to have these big dinner parties, and my wife would make these big bowls of pasta, and we'd have all these people over. And really, you know, an hour afterwards, be on the couch just wanting to take a nap. So people use food to help them with stress. You know, fruit's a little different than that. It's not. I wouldn't call fruit a comfort food. Fruit does not numb you down. It doesn't take you down. It brings you up. It opens up your consciousness, if you will. Okay? So it's not something that you run and hide in. It's something that you embrace and it opens you up. Okay? She'll, you know, by going high fruit, you're going to have a ton of energy. You're eventually going to have less stress because you're going to start moving mucus out of your adrenal glands, which are tied to anxiety and you know, just rapid thoughts, ADHD, all these kinds of things. Okay, so yeah, you'll have more neurotransmitters, just many things. So yeah, you're going to have more strength. So Sherry, are you talking about dry fasting, or are you talking about going high fruit and detoxing? The thing is, yeah, okay, if you're doing a job and you kick yourself into a healing crisis, in other words, when you go high fruit, go on these herbs, you're going to be stirring up a lot of stuff in the body. You're going to be healing at very deep levels. So you might experience a crisis where you kicked up a lot of toxins. You have a die-off, especially in the beginning when you're doing like an anti-parasite to kill candida and funguses. You may have a die-off where you get headaches and body aches and cold and flu-like symptoms. At that point, it gets a little tough. You may have to back off. Okay, you may have to break the detox a little bit, depending on how stressful or what's demanded of you on your job. But do the best you can. Okay, you have like I always say, you have the accelerator pedal and the brake pedal. Know where those are at. I have a couple of videos on YouTube, how to do a fruit detox, which explains that, how to detox with herbs, and just general detox, which will help you, show you where the brake pedal and the accelerator pedal is. But unless you have a really, really deadly disease, you can afford to do this in rounds, like a boxer. You go in, you say, okay, I'm going to do a round, I'm going to really fight this, boom, 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 and then you can back off and then go in for another round when you feel up to it, okay? It's an art, is what I'm trying to say. Detox is an art. You want to hit it as hard as you can, but then if it gets too intense, you have to know how to back off, okay? Josh, has Dr. Morse ever come out with a baby toddler formula? He just came out with one. And I released that video a couple days ago. People are wanting to know how to get it. I don't see it on the website yet. It's not available for purchase yet. It's coming up very quickly, though. I'm going to write. I'm going to be seeing him, next week. A bunch of us, including Tom and Brandon, are going out to level 2 with Dr. Morse. We'll be with him all next week. I hope to report into you guys too from out there in Florida. Okay, so John McDougall's YouTube on Steve Jobs' death is quite interesting. It involves Jobs' tofu use. Early years working with computers and dangerous materials. I feel it's a must-see. Thanks, John. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. I'm not a big fan of tofu. I don't like soy. Soy is too high in protein. It hurts the kidneys. And I think 98% of soy is genetically modified as well. Okay, so Zitherman can't. I like that. Unfortunately, sound continually cutting out every 2 to 3 seconds for me. I think this is from a while ago. Let me go down to the bottom of the stack and see. Yeah, okay, everybody's good. I think I think we're good on the sound here, guys. Now I got to come back up. Okay, I'm gonna speed up here. Okay, guys, because I gotta catch up with you guys. Felia, I can hear you, what you're saying quite well, but there is some static. Okay, so I think we fixed that. I'm going to skip over these sound comments here. The McDougall video has nothing to do with his own philosophy. Okay, all right, which I'm not a fan of. We lost Zitherman. He couldn't hang with us. Okay. Okay, Zitherman, the sound's better now. Come on back. Sandy Kate, breakfast this AM was ginger, almond milk, and rice. Cannot do oats. Okay, so your breakfast is not a detoxifying breakfast. Ginger is fine. Okay, that's very stimulating, very warming. Almond milk is too high in protein. I prefer coconut milk. And then and rice. Okay, so you did like a cream of rice or something like that. So you're eating the grains. You're basically eating a lot of starch, high complex carbohydrates, and protein for your meal. While this meal is a lot better than bacon and eggs and toast with butter, the best meal for breakfast is fruit. Smoothies, fruit. Just fruit bowls, cut up fruit. Wonderful. It really gets the body going. Your body's still in cleansing mode in the morning too, so it helps you cleanse. It energizes you. It hydrates you. It's wonderful. A little ginger tea is fantastic. A little hot ginger tea, some smoothies, some bowls of fruit till noon. I say, even if you're not detoxing, guys, that's what my diet is. I'm mostly fruit till noon, no matter what I'm up to. And I released videos the last couple of years skiing, just skiing on 100% fruit, even up in the cold. It can be, 15, 20 degrees out, you're freezing, but you got that fruit energy, your body feels loose, you've got tons of energy, your focus is good, everything's good. It's so great for skiing, just being on 100% fruit. I love it. Biodynamic grapes, no sulfur. Yay. Oh, wow. Wow. Biodynamic grapes. That's wonderful. Yeah, this biodynamic, it's they plant at a full moon and they use a cow's horn full of, it's crazy what they do, but the biodynamic method is supposed to be really wonderful. Okay, so, all right, so, better. Okay, so we got this fixed. Okay, good. I'm glad we still have 40 people watching. We didn't lose too many people. That's good. Okay, so everybody likes the sound. Okay, still there. Perfect status. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for keeping the sound. Yeah, keep me technically appraised of what's going on here. Okay, good. Bitsy was chewing on cables. No, Bitsy was. Yeah. No. Maybe I have a mouse in the house. No. I think it was a setting on the. I was playing with different microphones. I actually bought an expensive microphone to try and really get some great sound, but I guess I've been going a little backwards before going forward. So when I catch up, maybe later we'll do a sound test with my new expensive microphone and see if we can get this better. Go away, Bitsy! No. I thought it was a heartbeat. That's funny. Fruitarian Tia is back. Hi, Fruitarian Tia. It's much better now. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay. All right, so let's see. We got Manuela. Question to Mark. When you are done with Dr. Moore's kits, 1 to 4 herbs, what other herbs do you take to continue the detox? Okay, so your kit's 1 to 4, so that takes you, that's about, each kit is 2 weeks, so that's about 2 months worth of herbs. That all depends on what you're going through. Those kits are really good. They're kind of general kits for generalized detoxing. In other words, we always want to start with a liver gallbladder, a little work on that to clean that up. So he's got those herbs there in the first couple kits. And then we also want to do a parasite cleanse. Most of us have fungus throughout us. Most of us have worms, pinworms and flukes and all these kinds of things. So and it's also got, some kidney herbs, some lymphatic herbs to help move lymph, the kidney herbs to help open up the kidneys. And it's got a stomach and bowel formula, which we all need. So it's got the basic things in there, some things that perk up the glands, this and that. So it all, how you tweak the herbs is really dependent. After you've kind of done a general thing, you want to look at what your individual case is. So, let's say, oh boy, my thyroid's weak. I'm just cold all the time, and I'm gaining weight that I can't lose, and this and that. Well, then you would start tweaking. Once we've kind of switched over to a high fruit diet, and we're starting to move mucus, we've got the kidneys opened up. Let's say you don't have the kidneys opened up after 4 kits, after 8 weeks. Then we got to really focus on that. That would be my first stop. So, Manuela, do you have kidney filtration? Let's take it from there, and then I'll follow your thread, okay? So I can tell you where to go if you don't have kidney filtration. And, yeah, chime in, people. If you don't have kidney filtration, we need to get that going, or you're not going to heal, quite frankly. You're going to spend a lot of money on herbs. You're going to sacrifice a lot, and you're just not going to get the healing that you're looking for. I can't, some things will heal, but the real healing, the really deep healing begins when you get the kidney filtration. Then we can really start moving lymph and getting this stuff cleared out. These years and decades of bad karma, if you will, that we put on ourselves through unconscious choices. All right? All right. People are having good success with the Chrome browser. Okay. All right, so Miss Vixen, who had the lung issue, she has a floating cyst in the lungs, is not coughing at all. Okay, so we want to start moving some lymph through you. Let us know if you have been on a detox, any kind of herbal program, and have you ever tried Dr. Morse's 3-lung tea. Sherry, is it okay to eat raw almonds, sunflower seeds, and olive oil? I am so dry. I don't know why are you so dry? I don't know what that means and how that relates to almonds. Look, the thing with almonds and sunflower seeds and olive oil, okay, so if you're going to eat some seeds, do it really sparingly. You don't need all that protein, okay? But you can soak them and you can sprout them. Just look up sprouting almonds. Get the time on that. I think it's only overnight you can sprout these things. And it just activates them. You get sometimes up to 10 times more the nutritional power out of a nut and a seed if you soak them and sprout them a little bit. Okay? And it actually takes some of the acidity out of them. They become much more nutritious. But use them sparingly. Olive oil, very sparingly. Make sure it's raw. Make sure it's cold pressed. But really light on these things. And if we're doing a high-level detox, no, we don't want any of that. We want to stay as close to 100% fruit as possible, as close to 100% mono fruit as possible. Okay? When I say mono fruit, just 100% grapes. That's real high levels of detoxification. Okay? What's the best way to shrink my cancer tumors? This is Rose Patterson. Hi, Rose. Welcome. I don't think we've seen you on the board, but welcome. Okay, so shrinking tumors. What are tumors? Tumors are like cysts. They're nothing but the body trying to protect itself from acids. Okay? So you've got an acidic condition. You've got some damaged cells in there. The body is encapsulating them with tumors. Okay? So the best way is detoxification. All right? Lymphatic detoxification, removing the acids from the lymphatic system, getting the lymph system to move, getting it alkalized so the lymph becomes thinner, more viscous, easier to move. The rivers start to open up. The river of healing is the lymphatic system. Okay? It's also the river of disease and death too. It's one and the same. When it stops, when it gets clogged, it becomes a toxic river. It's much like a stream. When you go hiking in the mountains, are you going to take your water cup and drink from the pond, the stagnant pond with all the bugs on it and the algae and all that crud in there? Or are you going to drink from the center of the river? You're going to drink from the center of the river where it's pure, where it's flowing. Okay? So that's it. That's really it, removing the acids. Now, the medical community comes in and they bombard you with acids. Chemo is super high in acids. Doesn't make any sense, does it? That's why a lot of the cancer doctors won't even take the stuff. So yeah, it's really a problem. So that's the best way is to open up those kidneys, get the lymph flowing, get the river turned back on. Okay, get off of the acid-forming foods, the mucus-forming foods, the chemicals, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so it's lymphatic detoxification. All right. Now, if you have cancer tumors, you're gonna have to hit this hard, and you have to really take this seriously. Like I said in the beginning, don't lollygag around. Really hit this hard. Go for it. Get on high fruit. You may want to learn about dry fasting too. This has been a godsend for people, including myself, to really turn on those kidneys, to really get levels of filtration that I haven't seen, that a lot of people haven't seen, very, very quickly. Okay, so go on to my site, go on to Dr. Morse's site, learn about this, Rose, and really turn on that lymph system, get the rivers flowing, get hydrated, and get this out of you. Okay, and I'm here to help you. There's a lot of people on these boards up on Facebook and all that are here to help you. And Dr. Morse's clinic is here to help you too. Okay? So any questions you have, just let us know. Okay, thank you. Sandy, what do you think about fibromyalgia being triggered by mold, fungus, water damage in a building? I've experienced pulmonary pneumonitis. I'm doing mostly fruit, figs, grapes, tomatoes, and greens. Okay, all right, so fibromyalgia being triggered by mold, fungus. Look, fibromyalgia is nothing but systemic acidosis. So if you're hanging on to molds and fungus in the body, like the candidas, all that kind of stuff, then it tells me your lymph system is not moving, your lymph system is gummed up, all right? So in a way, yes, yeah. It could, look, we can't blame, per se, the molds and fungus. We can't blame the candidas. We can't blame the viruses and bacteria. What we can blame, though, is ourselves for not having a free-flowing river, for not being conscious enough to really understand that we have a system inside of us, which is our main immune system, which is 3 times bigger than the blood system, that we know nothing about through our own unawareness. Okay? So it's the culturing medium that's the problem. It's not the environment. Okay, yeah, I don't like being chemtrailed. I don't like being sprayed with heavy metals and all that. But it is what it is. If I have a stagnant lymph system, that stuff's going to accumulate in me and do more damage than to someone who has a free-flowing system. So, let's not blame that. Let's get the lymph system turned on again. Let's get it free-flowing. That stuff won't stick in you, okay? All right, so it sounds like you have some lung issues there too. I'm doing mostly fruit. Great. Figs, great. Grapes, fantastic. Tomatoes, not so much. Tomatoes are again a nightshade. I know they're listed as an acid fruit, but they're not really a great detoxifier. And some greens. Okay, so those are lower level. All right, the greens and the tomatoes. The real healing power is going to be in the fruits, berries, and the melons. Grapes are wonderful healers, fantastic healers. They will help move lymph. They're amazing. Okay, they're super energizing too. All right. So I would say get into a high level of detoxification, all around detoxification like I talked about, and start moving lymph, okay? And this stuff will come out of you, all right? And if you have to do some lung things, the 3-lung tea, again, is wonderful. And there's ways to use that. Okay? So Sandy, message retracted. Okay, so Margie, we got Margie. Hi, Margie. Hi, Mark. Can the GI broom cause weakness or dizziness? I've been taking herbs and adrenal glanders, but still very weak and dizzy for 4 days now. Any idea? The thing is, I don't think the GI broom can cause dizziness or weakness, other than maybe you kicked up a healing crisis, okay? Which I would suspect the adrenal glandulars more. Adrenal glandulars are basically ground up adrenals from pigs or cows that actually turn on, whatever they grind up in another animal turns us on. So I would suspect that your adrenals are going through kind of a detoxification and a resetting, which could be causing some weakness. Sometimes as they clean, they can go down. You could get a hypo reaction or a hyper reaction. You just don't know. The dizziness, I would suspect you might be moving some lymph up in the head, up in the cerebellum area, which controls balance and all that, and dizziness. I know that you had filled out a health questionnaire. I can't really remember the specifics of what you're going through, but you could be moving lymph in the head region, in the cerebellum as well. So my two suspects would be the adrenals and the cerebellum up in the brain area. Okay, so take a look at that. But I don't think the GI broom can cause weakness or dizziness. It certainly wouldn't be my first suspect in that. Okay, sound did just recently get a bit staticky again, but can hear what's being said. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Kelly. Oh, Kelly's back. Okay, and Miss Vixen, castor oil pack on the chest, lung area might be helpful for the pain, and castor oil is also really helpful for breaking of cysts. Good idea. Absolutely. Yeah. Can just massage in castor oil too without a pack. Yeah, and the heat helps. A lot of people will rub the castor oil on, maybe a pinch of cayenne pepper, and then put like a cut up diaper on there soaked in castor oil, and then a heating pad over that to help it go in and get down deep in there and loosen things up. So good. So mullein tea is really good for loosening up things in the lungs. All right. So thank you, Ms. Kelly. Is it a good idea to drink lemon water at night? Couple problems with lemon water at night. Make sure you brush your teeth, guys, after any citrus. It can really go after weak spots in the teeth, those acids. So, I'm not a big fan of anything at night. In learning and doing some of these short-term dry fasts, it's a good idea to just stop any kind of consumption of food or water or anything at around 5 or 6 o'clock at night. That way, let's say you get up at 6 or 7, you've already done a 12 to 14-hour dry fast. Okay, the body has been given a break from processing anything, food-wise. So this is wonderful. It gives everything a break. The kidneys get to do a little bit of cleansing and all that. So, yeah, I don't see any benefit in that. Okay. Yeah, try these short-term dry fasts every night if you can, and that really helps the kidneys. It really gives the GI tract a break, okay? It gives you more energy for cleansing the body, okay? All right, so hold on here. I'm trying to catch up again. Here we go. Okay, okay, I think I'm caught up here. Okay, so Josh, on day 53 of a grape/lemon fast. Okay, so wonderful. So Josh has been living on nothing but grapes and lemons. Okay, so grapes and lemons are being combined as you get the real astringency and the high pulling power of the lemons, and you get the energetics and there's some astringency in the grapes too, but you get the energetics of the and the detoxifying qualities of the grapes as well. So wonderful combination. Dr. Morse really loves this combination. So does Gino over at the Master Fast system. Although has no problem with cooked grape juice. You know, the kind of the Welch's and all that stuff. I'm yet to really log on to that one, but I'm not saying no. I'm taking GI powder, maybe the GI broom, with grape juice in the morning. Wonderful. Recently, I've been seeing blood around my stools. Looks like the blood is coating my stool. Do you know why I am seeing blood? Man, my first suspect on that is always have you been eating any beets, but it doesn't sound like it. Don't know, other than the fact that you may be removing some some diverticuli, some mucoid plaque, which is exposing some weakness maybe in the bowels. Keep an eye on that. Obviously, you don't want to be bleeding too much out of there. Obviously, you may have some structural issues. You know, if your parathyroid is weak, you're not utilizing calcium. A lot of people have this problem, by the way. So structurally, the body is weak, and so you can get little tears and things like that. Take a look at your skin. You know, is your skin saggy? Look at your fingernails. Do you have ridged fingernails? Do you have spider veins, varicose veins? Are you depressed? These are all signs that you're not utilizing calcium properly. And low bone density scores are a real problem. So take a look at those kinds of things, okay? You may have some, just some structural weakness there. But keep an eye on that blood, okay? If that continues, you may want to see somebody about that. Okay, wow, Josh, commitment right there, well done. Absolutely, yeah, 53s. Yeah, you're doing very, very deep detoxification here. And have you seen any mucoid plaque in the toilet? Let us know. Mucoid plaque is this sludge that just coats you, and it's absolutely disgusting. You remember as a kid, we'd be in school, and they'd give us some newspaper and some flour and water, just regular white Pillsbury flour and water, and we'd make paper mache things, and we'd come back in the morning, that stuff was as hard as a rock. Well, take a look at your GI tract. You know, this processed white flour has really, really hurt a lot of people. Wow, Josh, commitment right there. Okay, so Josh, thanks. Have had issues with dermatitis on my forehead and scalp for years. The detox, along with herbs, is starting to clear that up. So any kind of skin problems, guys, is acids being kicked out to the skin. Skin is your third kidney. It shows the kidneys have been weak. You're not moving lymph. So now you're moving lymph. Now it's clearing up. Wonderful. Okay, so Sandy, what do you think about lymph detox and infrared sauna? Yeah, Dr. Morris has commented on this quite a bit. Infrared is just a small spectrum of the light, so it's an isolated chemistry, if you will. So no, not preferred. Okay, it's radiation at that point, an unnatural radiation that it's better to just do a regular sauna. Okay, all right. So. Kalia, awesome, mate. All right, fantastic. Zither, Hare Krishna, can hear you now that I'm using Internet Explorer. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna. Kelly, Mark, have you been doing the Master Fast system, Grape Juice Lemons by Gino, for those who don't know? I have not done his Master Fast system. I did read all about it. Gino is teaching this. Yeah, like I said, I just can't get into the cooked grape juice. I know, Kelly, that you're doing it. Give us some feedback on it.
Yeah, I'm open to a lot of things. I know it's helped a lot of people. I'm just more of a natural guy. You know, uh, cooking kind of flips the chemistry. Gino's talking about the plasma fields and all this stuff I know nothing about. So keep us posted. Maybe you'll be our sort of reporter from the field on this master fast. But I have not done his master fast. I have done his dry fasting recommendations, which are fabulous. John, curious, how long does it take to see results of my eye shots? Thanks. Um, what do you mean, John, about that? Like, or how long does it take for your eyes to change? Maybe give me some clarification on that. I'll help you. David Lewis is on. Aloha. David from the Big Island of Hawaii. Aloha, Mark. What's the shelf life of the stuff I got from last time I was on the mainland? Is it still good? Sounds good here on the Kona side, bro. All right, good, man. All the way to Hawaii. Reaching all the way to Hawaii. Fantastic. Yeah, I forget. I think might have given you some Giovanna tea. It depends how it was stored. You want to keep that in a cool, dark place, maybe even in the freezer. That's been quite a while, David. Yeah, herbs lose some potency over time. The natural oils, essential oils come out of them and all that. It's probably lost some potency at this point. You may want to get a new batch. But cook up what you got. I wouldn't throw it out. Cook up what you got and just when you come back here, or if you want to, let's get a new batch for you. Okay, Manuela, sorry, I meant when you are done with all of Dr. Morse's kit, 16 weeks, I have just healed Graves' disease. I did 20 weeks of detox with fruit and veggies and herbs. So here's somebody who healed Graves' disease in 20 weeks. Congratulations. So, send me a note, mark at markjamesgordon.com. Tell me what's going on with you, and I'll help you and see where you need to go from here, okay? Yeah, it just depends on a lot of things, Manuela, but congratulations. That's really wonderful news. Excellent, excellent news. Yeah, just more testimonies, you guys. And what herbs do you take when you are done? Oh, okay, so we just answered that, okay. All right, so Rose, what detox do you recommend? So Rose has the cancer tumors. Overall detoxification, Rose, it's a 4-way detox, okay? We don't go after things specifically in the beginning. We want to get the kidney door open, get the lymph moving, get those acids out of the body so the body becomes alkalized. So-called cancer is really just acid burn. It's damaged cells. The cells are mutated. You're probably backed up head to toe. You're acidic. We want to flip that around. So we want to get the lymph rivers moving. We want to get it alkalized. We want to bring up the glands. Your glands are probably down, especially the adrenals, to get more antacid steroids to help fight this acid condition in your body. We want to detox the GI tract, the main trunk of the tree of the body. We want to bring up the other glands. The pituitary controls all of the glands. Okay, so those all need to be online and balanced. And we want to take herbs to move lymph as well. We want to get on a high fruit diet, especially with a highly acidic condition. You want to not mess around. You want to go. A lot of times we go to a 40-day grape fast in these serious situations like this. Okay, you may want to try some dry fasting. I would try some dry fasting and make sure I get my kidneys open ASAP. And things. You probably want to work with a counselor on this. I'd be happy to help you. It would take a picture of your eyes, see where the real blockages are, really go after those areas, but do a general detox. Dr. Morse's 14-week protocol is a must. Getting those liver herbs, help that liver come back online, all that kind of stuff, okay? So it's a lymphatic detox, and then depending on what specific issues there are, we want to go after that too, okay? Yeah, God bless you on your journey. I hope you are led to the highest healing powers. I hope you find the strength to do this. Okay, but I'm here to help you. Okay, so mark at markjamesgordon.com. Send me any questions you have. Okay, Leah, the sound is a bit poor again, but I can still hear what's being said. Oh no! All right. I just finished a 16-hour dry fast 3.5 hours ago. Fantastic. Rubber Stamp Coffee Company. Okay. So 16 hours, that's a great, it's great to start at 12, do a few 12s, and then move up to 16. Not that difficult. These short ones are anybody can do them, really. So you just finished 3.5 hours ago, had 32 ounces of local chemical-free apples and Concord grapes, ginger and lemon all juiced in a green star, which is a slow-moving juicer, wonderful. Diarrhea followed, no problems before. Is this normal? Right, so you're breaking a fast. Yeah, diarrhea is part of this, absolutely. It's, I have the same symptoms with dry fasting, so that's normal, absolutely. So you're breaking a dry fast. Go over to Master Fast, and Gino tells you actually how to break a dry fast. He's got a concoction with some baking soda, I believe some apple cider vinegar, and something else in there. Okay, and he'll give you protocols to start a dry fast and to end a dry fast. So it's a Master Fast system on Facebook, everybody. I highly suggest you all go over there and learn this and try these short dry fasts. Okay, but congratulations. Been all raw 7 weeks now. Excellent. Just finished kit weeks 3 and 4 yesterday. Been drinking a half gallon of the same juice for weeks with other fruits and some salads. Okay, so wonderful. So great. Let us know what you're trying to heal and how you're doing there. Kelly Rose, CBD oil, the cannabis oil, and some frankincense by Young Living. Young Living's an essential oil company, are both very effective for eliminating tumors. The CBD oil is also very detoxifying and adaptogenic. Yeah, I don't go that route with that. I concentrate more on the lymphatic, not basically the external treatments. But hey, check it out. Yeah, a lot of people are finding the remedy through, as part of a protocol. I think it's fine. Static is very bad again. Sound is horrific again. I don't know what is going on. Unlistenable. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try and switch something again, you guys. Okay. I'm really sorry here. Let me know if this. Let me know if this, you guys. I really apologize for these sound issues. Let me know now, you guys, if the sound has gotten any better. Okay. Somebody chime in, please. Sound is bad. I'm out. Darn. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, that's better. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know what's going on. You know what? I got an upgrade on this software. I think maybe my software upgrade is bad. I'm gonna have to reload this software. Ay. Okay, I'm glad I checked down at the bottom. How we doing now, guys? Oh, so great sound now. Okay, sound is good now. Okay, excellent. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to find these combinations. Okay, okay. Let me go back up and find out where I left off, you guys. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. All right. So Margie, makes sense. Yes. I probably am moving limb. Thanks, Mark. You said I have lots of it up there. Okay. Good. Yeah. So it's probably up in the cerebellum. So you're moving lymph. Just try to get through this. Keep the faith, Margie, and keep moving the lymph. Take a break if you have to. Bring down the detox if you have to a little bit. Okay. Sandy, thank you, Mark. You're welcome, Sandy. Zitherman, any thoughts on Yuri Eklund's Energy Green products? Don't know his products. Let me know. Let me know about that. I don't know about Yuri and Energy Green products. I know that. Yeah. Let me know about that. Is anyone else getting the speaking from underwater sound? Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. So we fixed that. Okay. Semita Harris, can I work on kidneys to help my fatty liver, non-alcoholic? Well, yes, of course. The kidneys. If you get the kidney filtration and kidneys drain, you're gonna move this mucus out of the liver. Okay, these trapped toxins, trapped acids in the liver. Yes. So in a way, yes. Okay. So yeah, a lot of bad audio comments. Kelly, Mark, I'm opposed to pasteurized grape juice as well, especially Welch's. Okay, but I've been doing it along with psyllium, clay, charcoal, the charcoal drink, and moving mucoid plaque. Okay, so this is great news, Kelly. Thank you so much. So Kelly is doing the cooked grape juice, okay, and she's combining it with what Gino recommends, the psyllium husk, which is a real bulky kind of scrubber for the GI tract. The clay is a toxin puller, and the charcoal is as well. And she is moving mucoid plaque out of her body. So this is wonderful. So thank you. So I may be doing it, but I may be doing it with pure grape juice, with fresh, non-pasteurized grape juice. So Simita, you drank Welch's grape juice. Kelly probably drank Welch's or some kind of a brand there. Yeah, pasteurized juice. I know it doesn't sound right, but I guess it's working. That's the bottom line, right? Jeffrey, got psoriasis and dermatitis. Okay, so your kidneys are down, and it's kicking out the acids to the skin, your third kidney. Raw till 4 and raw for 1 month. Excellent. Been on kidney, Parasite M, and stomach herbs for a couple of weeks. Any tips on getting the kidneys to filter? Okay, so kidney filtration is, you got the kidney herbs, that's helping. You're going high fruit, that's wonderful. If you're still not getting kidney filtration, you can try these short-term dry fasts. You can try, bringing up your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands might be weak and not opening up the kidney door, okay? You may try some glandulars, some adrenal glandulars, some kidney glandulars. Try that. I have a video on how to get kidney filtration. The only addendum to that video now is the short-term dry fast, which you can find information at the Master Fast board. Okay, so that will get you off and running most likely on kidney filtration. And then you're going to start seeing that dermatitis and that psoriasis move out of you, okay, as the acids move out. It's a wonderful, wonderful time to celebrate when that starts happening, okay? But this stuff can take time, You can't expect to unwind, decades of acidic eating and all that, chemical buildup and acid buildup in just a few weeks, So it might take some time. Rata 4 for 3 months. Excellent. Thank you, Mark. You're awesome, brother. Hey, aloha, David. Thank you. Kelly, Rose, watch Mark's videos on kidney filtration, fruit detoxing, etc. Yeah. Can also do a consult with him and get an herbal protocol. Highly recommended. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, that can definitely help you, Rose. Kelly, you drink Welch's grape juice, so Kelly can answer that. Sound is completely distorted now, unlistenable now. I think we fixed that. Nice and clear. Okay, so that's the last comments I got. Nice and clear. Okay, good. All right. So, okay, so sound is back. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Okay. So rubber stamp. Thanks, Mark. Roy here, trying to heal mid and lower back pain I've had for 3 years. Sound is better. Okay, so mid and lower back pain is really telling me that the kidneys are inflamed. There's weakness there. It could mean that you have some parathyroid issues where you have low calcium utilization. So the body is actually robbing calcium from your joints, from any soft tissue like discs and all that. So that's why you get this deterioration. It will steal calcium, guys. Your body does not want to burn. It'll do anything to not burn from acid. So it will steal it from your blood vessels. It'll steal calcium from your bones, your joints, your discs, your arteries, everything. So, all right. So that would be my suspects there, okay? But get on a high-level detox. Keep moving these acids out, okay? If you want to get specific, you need to fill out a health questionnaire and get me a picture of your eyes, and we can get into specifics on this, okay? All right, so yeah, we fixed the sound, but we lost 4 people. Okay, better now, nice and clear. All right, okay, so good. All right. So Kelly, and I'm still eating. So she's doing the grapes and the lemons and all the psyllium and charcoal and all that, and still eating. The pasteurization is what makes it work. The plasma field. All right. So he sold you, Kelly. That's good. I just don't know about plasma field. I know. I never thought in all my years as a health food nut I'd be drinking Welch's, but it works. Okay, so that's the bottom line. And it's cheap. All right, man. We learn something new every day if we keep our minds open. But let me know, Kelly. Let me know if there's any kind of symptoms. Like, are you feeling achy in the joints? anything coming back that you think you've detoxed. Like I still have a little fibromyalgia symptoms when I don't eat right. My knees ache a little bit. So, you can, maybe you're getting a little bit of something. I don't know. I'm going to learn about plasma. I know that Gino's really into the Kesh energy and all this stuff. Just everything's expanding so quickly now, you guys. So Kelly is really getting some great results. I'll do some testing with it. You got me, okay? And I have to report to everybody, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys heal. I'm here to help you guys remove the garbage out of the body and get the rivers flowing again. And this is a main one. That mucoid plaque stuck to the bowels for decades, and your whole lifetime is really something we need to get out. You're gonna get more absorption by removing that black sludge that's been there. You're gonna get more absorption. You're not gonna trap acids, which destroy bowel tissues. A lot of people with so-called IBS and Crohn's and all that, they've got trapped acids in the GI tract, in the lymph of the cells of the GI tract, which is burning them. And they have to actually take out sections of your GI tract, which is no fun. I tell people, I think, you think detox is no fun? Try having bowel surgery, Try having a colostomy bag. This is, guys, don't complain. This is easy compared to what people go through. The suffering out there is immense. If you don't raise your consciousness and get wise, get informed, expand your consciousness, okay? What you're doing, you wouldn't be here if you weren't. So congratulations. But yeah, it's a lot easier to make these sacrifices now, and they have to go through this later. Especially as you get older. So many older. My dad's 88, and the amount of suffering he's doing now is just I hate watching it. Body's just freezing up, things shutting down. Just mucus everywhere in his eyes, his ears. It's just horrible watching it, and yet he won't change. He's just too far along to even take this consciousness in. So do it while you're young and avoid all these things, and have a great life all the way to the end. That's how it's supposed to be. All right, so I've been eating grapes and melons for about this is Jeffrey again. So grapes and melons for about 3 weeks, worrying that I'm not eating enough. But I'm still, but I'm eating until I'm full. Usually 2 bags of grosses and 1 watermelon. Grapes, I'm going to say grapes, 2 bags of grapes and 1 watermelon. Well, the thing is, when you go into detox, sometimes your body will drop a lot of weight. It'll go down so it can really clean deeply. It's going to get into all those fatty tissues, all that stored fat and all that stuff, and really clean it out, okay? And my experience was I dropped a lot of weight, right? And people were thinking that I'm really in trouble. But I felt good, all right? I felt a little, I surf in the cold water out there. We have the Alaska current that comes in here to Ventura, so the water gets quite cold. And if I don't have a little bit of something on me, I can get very, very cold. So I was getting a little bit cold out there. So I knew I was a little too skinny. I felt a little skinny for I'm 6'2", 185 is my perfect weight. That's where I'm at now. So eventually I went back up to it, all right? So you might drop a little bit, get a little bit worried, but you'll come back up. But make sure you get calories. The best way to keep calories on is to make smoothies. Fruit smoothies can have a lot of calories, you guys. Especially when you put figs in there, you put dates in there, you put bananas in there, things like that. You're going to get a lot of calories, and just sip on those all day, and you can have a lot of calories. So, yeah, fruit can keep the weight on if you I don't recommend counting calories, but if you're worried about it and you're not getting a lot of absorption, you may need a lot more calories to keep up the weight. So you can do it, okay? But smoothies that pack the most calories I've found out. Okay? Yeah, grapes. Yeah, Jeffrey corrected that. A little better sound. Okay, good. Oh, Tom's back. All right. So we lost him. Now he came back. Yeah. So I'm playing with tweaks on this software as we go here. I'm going to reload the software though, you guys. It all happened since the upgrade. Okay. Kelly, and I'm a very hard sell on this stuff. Yeah, me too. Well, but I'm glad, Kelly. I'm so glad that you're doing this and you're reporting back in. This is really wonderful, and thank you. That's what this group is all about, So I would say take pictures of your mucoid plaque, but maybe not. I'm sure, yeah, but I'm sure it's a great time for celebration when that crap comes out of you. No pun intended, or pun intended. How to up calcium absorption? Okay, bring up the parathyroid. All right. General detox will help move mucus out of every single gland and organ, every single part of the body. If you do it deep enough, that's the way to do it. There are herbs. Kelp is really wonderful for the parathyroid. There are some. The Bones formula by Dr. Morse is really good. Parathyroid glandulars can help. Do a couple bottles of that to really kick them up. Don't take them too long. Just a bottle or two is fine. And that should start the process. So detoxification and hitting them with herbs and glandulars will get that calcium utilization up. Okay. I have a nodule on the thyroid. There you go. All right. It's shrinking though. All symptoms, ridges, saggy skin, all that. Yeah. So is it Sumitra? Yeah, so yeah, detox deeply and hit those. Yeah, hit that parathyroid. I would with herbs and glandulars. Get the kidneys filtering. Right, same old story. I'm a broken record. I know it. I can't hear it enough myself because it's so fabulous. Once you get this going, I mean, the stuff just goes away. And things you didn't even know you had start going away. Just general sluggishness and a little bit of brain fog. All these things just start disappearing. Skin gets tighter. I don't know. I get a little less jowly. It's just it's amazing just the benefits. It really is. The sound is starting to crackle again. It seems like it gets progressively worse after each reset. Okay, so let me go down, and I don't know when that came in. Guys, hit me with a new update on the sound. I don't know if it's starting to go again. Okay, so Zidaman, can you rock? Mark K. Thank you. Real cool program. You're ripping out. Thanks for all the info and inspiration to help us heal and help our bodies to be the best they can be. Blessings and namaste HK2. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're all here to help each other. So, yeah, thank you. We'll see you next week for that. Yeah, absolutely. Rubber Stamp Man, can you explain ridged fingernails? Okay, so it's just calcium utilization. It's just a great sign to see how your calcium levels are in the body. It's just one little sign that we use. Okay? Just look for ridges. The vertical ridges especially. You can Google that and see pictures of ridged fingernails and see how you match up. Okay, raw for beginners. All right. Raw for beginners. I love it. My brother has a diabetic sore on his leg. Any ideas what we can put on it topically? He has been raw high fruit for 60 days now. Thank you. Okay, so, of course, make sure those kidneys are open up and filtering. Really, with diabetes, you really work on those kidneys. Work on those adrenals, too, I don't know what type of diabetic he is, but, I'm not really about treatments. I'm really about fixing the body. The adrenals control sugar metabolism, really, really important for diabetics. Also, the pancreas. A lot of times, we have multiple glands down. The pancreas and the adrenals are down at the same time. If you see multiple glands down, you guys, you got to go after the pituitary. That's a prime suspect because it's not talking to all the other glands. It's the main master gland, so that's a suspect there. As far as topically, the legs are an interesting thing. That this sore is acids trying to leave the body is my guess, my estimate or whatever. So it's acids trying to leave the body. Unfortunately, down in the ankles and the feet and the lower legs, it's really hard to move that lymph down there once it gets stagnant, once it gets acidic, and once it gets clogged. It's going to take some help from him, okay? So have your brother get his feet up against a wall. Have him read a book, watch TV, whatever. Get his feet above him. Try to do it for a half hour a day. Get the feet above, and then brush back. Even scratch back. Just move lymph back towards the kidneys. Okay. Have gravity work in your favor. Move that lymph. Put hot and cold packs on to stimulate, to move. Rub castor oil on there to help loosen things and get that river opened up again, okay? Your brother's got to get off any acid-forming food, any proteins, okay? Get on high fruit, all that kind of stuff. I don't know much about his level of diabetes and all that, but he's got to move lymph, okay? And as far as topically, I'm not really the guy to ask for that because I don't really know what to put on those things. I'm just more of the approach it from the healing side, not the treatment side. Okay, but I'm sure there's things that he can Google to help him with that. Try rawfigs.com. There might be something that Dr. Morse has chimed in on for that. Okay, Jessica, hi Mark. I'm new to all this. Well, great, congratulations. It's really simple, Jessica. So simple. Move the lymph, get the kidneys open, get off of the acid-forming foods, and you'll start healing in ways you can't believe. I recently finished a 14-day water fast and wanted to transition to a high fruit raw diet, but I'm currently underweight and struggling to get my weight back. Any ideas? Hold on, I'm going to answer that in just a second. I want to make sure that this sounds good. Background crackle still sounds okay. I'm going to still go with the sound, okay, guys? All right, so Jessica, all right. So you did a water fast. You probably did a lot of really deep cleaning. You probably dropped a lot of weight too, okay? But you want to go to a high raw fruit diet. So like I said, the smoothies are really excellent. They can be very high calorie, especially with the figs and the dates, the juices, the bananas, fresh orange juice, things like that, the grapes, all that kind of stuff. You can just sip on them slowly. Don't down these things, you guys. Don't down a 16-ounce smoothie in a couple gulps. That could actually spike everything up. You want to sip these things, all right? So I have a NutriBullet. I got rid of my old blender. I just love the NutriBullet, and just wonderful for me. So super easy. So I have the big one, and I just make a big smoothie, and I just sip it all morning long, and then I make another one, and I might even have 3. And then so you get a lot of calories that way. I actually have to watch my intake because I can actually feel my weight coming up a little bit more than I wanted to. So that should help you there. Okay, make sure that you got the mucoid plaque out of you. You may have malabsorption issues. I don't know if mucoid plaque came out on your water fast, but Kelly's getting a lot of mucoid plaque out by doing the master fast. So the GI Broom, wonderful for that. Okay, Dr. Morse's GI Broom. Okay. So get a hold of me, mark at markjamesgordon.com if you need some help, okay? Kelly, and I'm not taking any tinctures, just the Bell's kidney tea and wormwood combo I already had. Can't wait to see what happens when I get on the herbs. I'm not getting kidney filtration yet. Kelly, have you done any dry fasting? Let me know, okay? You may need to go to that level to get some filtration going, okay? But yeah, try the herbs, try the kidney herbs for a while and see if you start getting anything, okay? But keep me posted on those. Let's get those kidneys opened up, okay? You're doing great on the GI tract. Let's get those kidneys opened up. All right, so hi Carb, I have Tina versicolor skin fungus. Never heard of that. I have had it for a decade. I've been trying antifungal pharmaceuticals for years. I am trying to eat raw, but finding social pressure is very difficult. I know. Very, very difficult, especially we're coming into the holiday season. It's really, really hard, you guys. You're going to be the odd man out. Do the best you can. High fruit is so essential for doing this, especially for people that haven't done this. They've got to really do some deep cleaning. Decades and decades of eating the wrong stuff. It's not meant for human consumption. Has really gummed us up. So do the best you can. Stay in the light. Just if people put pressure on you, just let them be. Let them be. Just say this is the path I'm going on now, and thank you for your input. And okay, so one of the things when I was first starting, it was really hard. Going out to eat with friends, going to a dinner party, all that. I found that loading up on fruit before I go out, before I join a group, anything like that, is really, really helpful. You're not hungry. You can pass up on things. You can order a small salad, and I found that when I go to a restaurant, sometimes ordering off the appetizer menu has some raw things I can still do there. There's always a salad at a restaurant. So try that, okay? And but just preload before you go out. You won't have the temptation to cheat, or to try to fit in with the with the group. Just a comment: I've been eating high fruit, but cheating a lot, seeing no results, no kidney filtration. Not sure I can shift to heal. Okay, so it depends what you're cheating with. Give us more of a breakdown on what you're doing there. Try fruit till noon. Go just say I'm gonna take this. My first big step is I'm gonna go fruit until noon. Okay, that's my big breakthrough. All right, so once you get there, go fruit till noon and then have a salad. Okay, make yourself a nice big salad. Put a lot of different colors of the rainbow on that salad. Okay, put a little dressing on there, right? Or just squeeze some lemon. And maybe put some nuts and seeds on there just to have something of bulk, okay? And see if that helps you. And then maybe do some green drinks in the afternoon, maybe another salad at night, and that should help you transition, okay? I just heard Dr. Morse. It might have been one of his older videos, but he says sometimes his kind of a cheat is he'll get some whole wheat bread, some real high quality whole wheat bread, and he'll make himself just a veggie stack. Sliced cucumbers, sliced beefsteak tomatoes, maybe some red and yellow peppers, things like that, some sprouts, and just layer this thing up, avocado, and make himself just a beautiful veggie stack sandwich. And sometimes that just feels, it's kind of a quasi cheat for not when you're fully detoxing, but when you're on kind of your maintenance detox. So you're trying to stay high raw. I know the bread is not raw, but if it's a high quality wheat, sprouted wheat bread, that might be an option, at least to help you transition. My good friend Steve Factor is also a raw chef, and he has a lot of transitional ideas. I understand he's broadcasting every day on his Facebook, Steve Factor. So he has ideas on cooking, not cooking, but on preparing raw meals, help you stay raw. Okay, I took one picture of mucoid plaque. Oh boy, the smaller, wider one. The other one was 2.5 feet long. I was shocked, but don't have time to get a pic, however, sorry. That's okay, the description is enough, but wow, that is amazing. 2.5 feet long, I can't even imagine. Yes, you pronounced my name right. Okay, great. All right. Excellent. Sounds okay now. Okay. You do look better, by the way, Mark. Your skin does look tighter. Seriously, we're going to be super seniors. Yeah, I'm already a senior. I mean, I can get the Denny's discount for crying out loud. So, yeah, I didn't think, when I was 49, the thing came to my door from the AARP, American Association of Retired People. I thought they had the wrong person. Because when you're in your 40s, you don't think about retirement. You don't think about getting older. That's at least the way I was. It wasn't until I actually turned 50 that I started to think about it. So, super senior. Yeah, I think if we stick to this, we're gonna be leading the charge, you guys. People are gonna see the light in us as in the bingo room and want to know what we're doing. Background crackle. Okay, I once heard that psyllium husk can give a mucoid plaque effect. I think either Dr. Morse or Lauren Lockman said it. Probably, if you're not moving it right. If you take psyllium husk and you're not hydrating enough, follow those recommendations on the amount of hydration you need when you're doing psyllium husk for sure. Yeah, it can probably gum you up if you're not careful. The fruit will help. The hydration will help. Yeah, I'd look more into that for sure. Yeah, that might be a warning there for sure. Maybe that's why Kelly and Gino are doing so much of this grape and lemon. Okay, so Savoy, this Tom. Hi, Sumitra. Right off with nodule on your thyroid that your parathyroid is most likely involved. That's true. Hence the low parathyroid, saggy skin, nails, etc. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the parathyroid are just actually little nodules that sit on the thyroid, so they work hand in hand for sure. So you could add being cold or gaining weight and things like that as part of as part of the clues that you have parathyroid weakness as well, low calcium utilization. And depression too, highly tied to the parathyroid and calcium. A lot of mothers, including my mother, got postpartum depression. My brother and I are 17 months apart, so she was fine after my brother. But then when I came along, just short time later, she went low calcium and went through some depression. So it's from the baby sucking the calcium out of you. So moms, be careful, especially you moms with the multiple kids. Keep that parathyroid up and save yourself from a world of pain and suffering. And then they switch you to pharmaceuticals, antidepressants, and now you've really opened up a major can of worms there. Okay, so please spread the word about this. Keep a strong parathyroid. Okay, all you moms out there, we don't want needless suffering. Okay, so all right, so Tom, Sumitra, your concern is having the throat involved means everything up top is as well. Not good when you want to go after the GI. You want to go after the GI tract, kidneys, and adrenals. Yeah. So what Tom is saying, anything up above won't drain if things below are clogged. So yes, open up the GI tract, open up the kidneys, and the adrenals sit on the kidneys and control them. So you want all that opened up. Very good point, Tom. Yes. I'll be seeing Tom. We're going to be spending a week with Dr. Morse next week. So it's great to have other healers on board and helping. Thank you, Tom. Raw for beginners, Mark, that was amazing info. Thank you. You bet. Thank you. Sumitra at S. Okay, working on it now. Thanks for the love. All right. That's at you, Tom. All right. Thank you, Tom. Did I pronounce that right too? Sumitra, is that right? Yep, impressed. Okay, all right. Ha ha ha. Okay, Savoy Special, are you on my Facebook? So Tom can answer that. Kelly, I've only done a short drive fast, 18 hours a couple of times, 24 hours once. Yes, I indeed got my kidneys going, ordering the tincture. Okay, so you got some filtration and shut down. But Kelly, if you can work up to a 36, I think you're going to really blow those open, okay, with a little kidney tincture. Gino likes, after a dry fast, towards the very end, the last hour, to do a half a drop or a dropper full of kidney tincture, okay, to help clear out those kidneys. Okay, so Tom says, yep, I'm on Facebook, search Savoy Special. Okay, wait, let me creep on you for, okay, they're having a little conversation there, they can do that, okay. All right, so yeah, Tom runs the True Health and Wellness board on Facebook for everybody. True Health and Wellness on Facebook, detox and regeneration. Tom is a healer, Dr. Morse trained as well. Okay, and yeah, okay, so he put his name out there, so I will. So his name is Tom Contreras. Tom Contreras. Okay. Norminator, what are your thoughts on Himalayan pink salt? It's a little pinch here and there is okay. I hear it's a high mineral salt. The things about minerals is this, that we like the bioavailable minerals. In other words, when a plant is growing in the dirt, all those minerals, it will take that and it will process it through the plant, and then the minerals that we get and the salts that we get through the plants are much better, in my view. I like using these salts. If I'm going to use salt, Himalayan is a good one, and also just regular cheap sea salt is really good too. I'm not saying cheap sea salt, a good clean sea salt, but just standard, everyday sea salt is wonderful. Also, I think it has 99 of the minerals in it. So. Or something like that. It's high mineral, high broad spectrum of minerals. But when I grow sprouts, I like putting a little bit of Himalayan salt in the water when I soak the seeds for the sprouting. And the theory is that those minerals are going to get in, and it's going to be utilized as those seeds sprout. Okay, so we'll get the mineral utilization the plant does, and put that in our bodies. So it's more of a digested mineral, okay? So that's my thought on that. Great for, the salts are great for growing stuff. Okay. All right, so I'm getting toward the, okay, what are your thoughts on it? Okay, so we answered that. Okay, so we have San Namu. Besides psyllium husk, some have also claimed that bentonite clay is mucoid plaque, but who knows? Haha, bentonite clay is mucoid plaque. Yeah, I've heard that claim that we're taking these things and all we're getting is the stuff we put in our bodies coming out. No, mucoid plaque is real, you guys. I'm not buying that at all. And let me tell you something. The pictures I've seen of mucoid plaque coming out, it is so toxic looking. So even if it's true that the psyllium husk, right, or the clay is the mucoid plaque, it's pulling crap out of you, black crap out of you, all right? And there's been people that have not taken the charcoal. You could say, oh, it's black because of the charcoal. There's people that have been taking no charcoal and then beginning black plaque out of them. So I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that one. All right, Kelly isn't either. Was definitely not psyllium. Okay, it was hard. All right, hold on. This, okay, it was hard, rubbery mucoid plaque. Hard, rubbery mucoid plaque. It's been doing this stuff for years. I've been doing this stuff for years. I know the difference. I consider this issue as well, and sometimes do have psyllium stuff too. Okay, so yeah, I think it's, you know what, you know what, guys, we're not scientists. You know, do we know anything really for sure? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that people have been getting more absorption of minerals and the nutrition they're taking in. They've healed, you know, toxic, diseased tissues in the bowels by removing this mucoid plaque. So that's really all I go by. And you know what? We've got to use our nose, our gut instinct. My gut instinct is telling me that it's good to get the mucoid plaque out of the body and that it is real. That's what my inner senses are telling me. So, yeah, that's all I need to know. All right. Thanks for everything. Mark, what do you think of eating raw foods such as raw sprouted beans, corn, mixing different veggies on romaine lettuce? Okay, so, you know, those things are just, you know, they're just not, hold on a second. I'm sorry, you guys. This, yeah, this YouTube thing has got something to be desired here. All right, so corn is not digestible. Okay, corn is it's not really fit for humans. Okay, hang on one second. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so let's take this one thing at a time. So raw sprouted beans. Beans, they're better sprouted, but they're still high in sulfur. They're very gassy. They're really hard to digest. They're really high in fiber. Okay, I don't like them. I stay far away from beans. Corn is undigestible. It's kind of just, you know, it's just kind of there. Most corn is GMO. Be careful on that. Mixing different veggies on romaine lettuce is good. Okay. Sulfur GMOs, monomeals better for digestion, etc. All right, so yeah, you know, just keep it really simple, you guys. You know, high fruit. If you're gonna do the veggies, you know, try to go more for the veggie fruits. You know, like the avocados. I love, cucumbers. I love sprouts. I love tomatoes. That combination there is really wonderful. Maybe a little bit of red or yellow peppers on there. Beets and carrots and things like that. You know, keep it simple. Keep it, you know, yeah. But the beans and all that stuff, the corn chips are kind of a treat. You know, yeah, just a treat. But they're not detoxifying. They're really not really part of my main diet. Okay, kind of a lower food, if you will. Okay, I hope that helps you. All right. Also, what about using live cultures to make, coconut yogurt? And live cultures, are live cultures still as bad as probiotics? I was getting into all that. I was getting into Donna Gates and all her cultures and all that kind of stuff. Not necessary. If you're eating a live living food diet of mostly fruits, berries and melons, and some salads, and you've cleaned your GI tract and you've moved lymph, and you've done the parasite cleanse and this and that, your body is going to rebalance into the proper gut flora. You're not going to need all this stuff. Okay, so I've gotten away from it. I used to do all that stuff, make the kombuchas, all that kind of stuff. Don't need it. Okay. All right. Very cool. How can we get the mucoid plaque out? Well, Kelly's getting it out through this master fast. You can get it out through the GI Brim and a high fruit diet too. Okay, so look under Dr. Morse's GI Brim and then this master fast. Okay. She's been having great results. A lot of people have been moving a lot of mucoid plaque with that. All right, Jonathan Raw Vegan Skin Health. Hi, Mark. What are your thoughts on saunas and steam rooms for detox? I think they're a good thing to do to help move acids out of the skin, move toxins out of the skin. They're wonderful. Stay away from the infrared saunas, as I've talked about before. It's a very narrow spectrum of radiation, but they're good. Okay. They're not the end all, though. You still have to move lymph. You still have to have kidney filtration. You still have to be moving things and getting mucus out of the body and be on a good alkaline diet. But love them. They sell on Amazon for like less than $100 a little home sauna. It's like a little, thing you construct, and it has maybe a little heater in there and a blower. And you can actually have a sauna in your garage for next to nothing. Okay, check out the Masterclass system, Google it, and you will get Gino's site. He's also a guest on Mark's show a few weeks ago. Yeah, I have a whole Q&A with him about a month and a half ago, so you can look up that too. Okay? All right, so we've gotten through everything. Thank you so much, you guys. This is about an hour and 40 minutes. Wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for your participation. Rose, with the tumors, get a hold of me. Blessings to you. All you people out there that are suffering, that are going through this detoxification, just hang in there, get through some of the tough times, get through some of the self-doubt, the doubt of your friends and all that. Stay in the light. You're unleashing massive amounts of healing energy. The healing works through the plants, through the vegetables, through the fruits. It's very, very powerful. You're unleashing, just by going high fruit, you're unleashing so much healing power in you. And sometimes you're going to stir some things up, okay? But stay in the light, keep the faith, okay? If you need me, I'm always mark@markjamesgordon.com. If you have a tough time, I can talk you through it, okay? So I appreciate you guys all coming here with your questions, with your experiences, and we're all here to help. We're all at different stages of our healing. I think we've come here to this planet to heal, so we're all healing in one way or another. So by supporting each other, we can really help each other. Okay, so blessings to everybody, and we'll see you next week. I'm going to be actually in Florida on Monday night. I'm going to bring my laptop with me, and hopefully I can do a broadcast from the hotel room or at some time, from Florida. And I'm hoping to get Dr. Morse to give us a few minutes of time for an interview. Okay, so blessings, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.